The evolution of video games, a story of innovation and fun. Hey guys, this is Gaming Better 99, and today we're going to talk about the evolution of video games. Since the dawn of technology, video games have been constantly transforming and evolving. From the first simple and rudimentary games to the complex and immersive games of today, video games have always been a source of fun and entertainment for people of all ages. In this article, we'll follow the evolution of video games from the beginning to the present day. The first video games emerged in the 1950s as part of scientific and academic experiments. One of the first electronic games was Tennis for Two, created in 1958 by William Higginbotham. The game was simple, but revolutionary for its time. In the 1960s, video games began to gain popularity. In 1966, Space War was released, a space shooter game that was one of the first to be commercially marketed. The 1970s were marked by the rise of arcades. Arcades were video game machines that were located in public places, such as bars and arcades. Arcade games were typically simple and repetitive, but they were very fun and exciting. Some of the most famous arcade games of the era include Pong, Pac-Man, Space Invaders, and Donkey Kong. In the 1980s, video games began to gain popularity in homes. The first home consoles were released during this time, and they quickly became a success. Some of the most popular home consoles of the 1980s include Atari 2600, Nintendo Entertainment System, NES, and Master System. The 1990s were marked by the advancement of video game technology. Consoles began to offer more realistic graphics and more complex games. Some of the most popular games of the 1990s include Super Mario World, The Legend of Zelda, A Link to the Past, Final Fantasy VII, and GoldenEye 007. The 2000s were marked by the arrival of 128-bit consoles. These consoles offered even more realistic graphics and more immersive games. Some of the most popular games of the 2000s include Halo, Grand Theft Auto III, The Elder Scrolls IV, Oblivion, and Wii Sports. The 2010s were marked by the arrival of 64-bit consoles. These consoles offered realistic graphics and immersive games, as well as online and multiplayer features. Some of the most popular games of the 2010s include The Last of Us, Red Dead Redemption, Grand Theft Auto V, and Super Mario Odyssey. The 2020s were marked by the arrival of the new generation of consoles with even more realistic graphics and even more immersive games. Some of the most popular games of the 2020s include Elden Ring, God of War Ragnarok, Horizon Forbidden West, and The Legend of Zelda, Breath of the Wild 2. Video games have come a long way over the years. From the first simple and rudimentary games to the complex and immersive games of today, video games have always been a source of fun and entertainment for people of all ages. It's hard to imagine the future of video games, but one thing is for sure: they will continue to evolve and become even more fun and